Cuban tells Bloomberg in an email, "I have always looked at blockchain as a foundation platform from which great applications can be built. Hopefully we can find a few." Joining us now from London is Bloomberg's Caroline Hyde. Caroline, tell us more on this, because we have to make a huge distinction here in that Bitcoin is just one element built on top of what is the fundamental basis of blockchain. So he clearly sees value here.
Precisely. Bitcoin is just one so-called token out there, and there are now hundreds of tokens that have been issued, and most of them based upon the so-called blockchain theory, a distributed ledger, so that you can see all transactions. This is the underlying technology which is getting the likes of Mark Cuban going, and notably, therefore, he's getting into this particular early stage fund with some particular cash. It's a it's a fund that's raising some $20 million, it would seem, but really, it's actually not his first foray. In fact, one of his own portfolio companies called Unicorn is itself going to be issuing a so-called initial coin offering. That's an initial sale of so-called tokens like Ripple, like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, but a new one. He's already got a portfolio company doing that. He's also looking at other opportunities, other projects, he says. So clearly he likes the underlying technology, and so he's going into One Confirmation, the venture fund.
And is there anything different about One Confirmation's approach versus, because it's certainly not the only venture fund out there that's interested in blockchain and in cryptocurrencies?
You're exactly right, Jules. In fact, we've seen so many, about a dozen hedge funds in just this summer launch trying to get into this hot digital currency space. But what's notable is most of the funds that exist get into the token. They buy Bitcoin, they buy Ethereum, they buy Ripple, they buy the tokens that we've seen soar. Look at this token fever chart. Startups, almost $2 billion in digital coin sales have occurred so far in the last 12 months. So they're buying those assets. What's different about One Confirmation is they're actually a seed fund almost. They're going to the company before the ICO, and they're putting money up to about $500,000 into the company, wanting to help with their strategy, the way that the company builds. And the quid pro quo is, hey guys, we therefore get your ICO, your token, when it offered, we get it at a discount.
Quick question here as well. He hinted at a third crypto-related investment going forward, potentially even buying into the currency themselves. So do we have any hints or clues about what might be next on his agenda?
Yeah, that's where he likes, because obviously he's getting into a venture fund that's going to be investing in the companies that sell the assets. But he's also said, as I mentioned, he's got a portfolio company that's about to sell its own tokens. It's a portfolio company called Unicorn, and he looks at other digital assets as well. It's just Bitcoin he thought was in a bubble back in June, but notably it's got the regulatory scrutiny going already, particularly from the SEC.